Hi everyone, Peter here once again for another episode of Fan Mail with Peter, or whatever I'm calling this. It's where I open and go through and read some fan mail that you guys have been so gracious to send me. First of all, I just want to start out by apologizing because I'm bad at things, and mostly I'm bad at keeping track of things. Like I get things in the mail from you, and then I read them, look at them, and then I put them on my desk. And I should be putting them all in like a little folder or like a safety deposit box at the bank or something, so I can keep track of them and keep it all in the same place, so that when I accumulate enough of it so I can do a fan mail video, I know that I have it all and I don't have to worry about it. So, but I don't do that, and it's all just kind of sitting around. But hopefully I collected it all, and so hopefully I have all of it. And so I just want to apologize and say that if you have sent me anything and it hasn't made it into any of these fan mail videos, I'm very sorry. But if I got it, I did read it, and I'm sure I thoroughly appreciated it, because all this stuff is very awesome and encouraging. And yeah. Worst case scenario, you sent it to somewhere I don't live anymore, because I think I do have my old address on some of my old fan mail videos. Sometimes I think about that as I'm falling asleep at night, and then I don't fix it in the morning. Anyways, thank you everyone. Let's go through some of the things I've gotten since the last fan mail video. Let's start with this one. These ones are always cool, the ones that have like a little sticker on them that say airmail. It's exciting. This one's from Julie, and she lives in Norway. Excuse me. It says, like so many others before me, I would just like to take some time to appreciate and thank you for creating so much and inspiring so many, for choosing to share it all. She says, I've had a chronic illness, ME. I don't know if you've heard of it. I haven't. I'm not sure if sorry. And it says she's had it for about 10 of her 20 years now, and because of it she also struggles a lot with insomnia. And then she says, but watching your videos before, I'm bad at reading, but watching your videos before I go to sleep has really helped with that. And there's she drew a little moon, crescent moon. There's just something about your voice and watching your drawings come to life that just really calms me down. Is that a strange thing to say? I don't know. But, I mean, your voice is just magic. Thank you. It's sort of like talking to a friend on the phone or something, so thank you for that. It's funny you should say that, Julia, because I don't really like talking on the phone at all. I like texting, and I like talking to people in real life, like face to face. For some reason, I don't like talking on the phone. It kind of stresses me out, even if it's just like my mom or something. I mean, I still talk to my mom and dad on the phone if they call, just because they're my family and all. I will endure that for them, but it's just not my favorite way to communicate with people. But I do like talking, like recording myself talking is fine. So I'm glad it helps you, or you appreciate it, or whatever. I'm glad. She says, also thank you for keeping my creativity alive when I'm unable to make anything myself. Creativity and art in any form has always been the most important thing for me. Without it, life is just too real. Then she says, this just got a bit deeper than it was supposed to. Sorry about that. It happens, This is the first time I've ever sent a letter like this. I wasn't sure if I should do it at all, to be honest, but I figured life is too short not to say these things. Well, thank you for sending the letter. It's very cool. Anyways, she says, there is more I would like to say, but I can't remember it right now. I'll have to save it for another day. Another day and another letter. I'll be looking forward to it. I'm sorry. Keep doing what you're doing, Peter. You are a beautiful soul. I'm glad there are people like you in this world of ours. From Julie Alexandra. And she drew some pretty flowers on the bottom there. Thank you, Julie. It's a very nice letter. Very nice letter. Very encouraging. And this letter and all the other things I'll be reading today, along with other things I've gotten in the past, will be going up on the fan mail wall I've got in my room. I'll have to actually expand it a bit. I'll post some footage of it at the end of the video here. Now this letter I'm a little bit worried about because I feel like, I don't know if I might have lost something that was in it. I found like 2 of the things when I was collecting everything, but I have this sinking feeling that maybe there was like something else. But if there was something else, know that I did read it, and I loved it. Okay? Anyways, first of all, the front of the letter looks normal, right? It looks normal. But the back of it, boom. It's awesome. There's like all these fun little lines and all these like random snippets and comments of random things. It says like something about her. I think this is from. I think her name is Jean. It's like it looks like it says Jeanne, but I mean, I just is that Jean or Jeanne? I'm gonna go with Jean, but Jean could be Gean, but then the N-E then throws me off too. So I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, or just totally getting it wrong. But also you have your first. It says last name, comma first name. So maybe that's up. Maybe it is first name, last name, and there's not a comma. And this is actually your last name, Sam? Anyways, life is confusing. Anyways, inside this, there's my address with little. This was like taped to the address window of this thing, and there's like little things drawn all over that, little things written all over it. It's just like as I was like taking it apart and looking at it, I was just like finding stuff everywhere. It was cool. Yeah, like it says, like her favorite ice cream flavors, butter pecan nuts, I guess. Butter pecan nuts. But pecans aren't nuts. I don't know. I thought it was just called butter pecan, personally. I really like butter pecan as well. Ice cream. And just pecans in general. Some people say pecans, but as far as I'm concerned, that's what a trucker has with them. So I call them pecans. She says, I don't know. Oh, she said on here, it says, watching fan mail number 8, need to get your address, hope it is on this video. I guess she eventually found it because this letter got to me, so I guess everything worked out. She says, I have an old beverage box in the laundry room, great for doodles. Amazing how the pens draw on anything, how these pens draw on anything. Triangles for Peter. Thank you. I do like triangles. And this is very cool. This is even the letter, all of this is in the true spirit of doodling because she didn't actually draw. None of this is actually on like any regular pieces of paper. Like this is just on the back of an envelope. This is on like a piece of paper that came in like a package of pens, and this is on a piece of paper that came with some cardstock, some stationery. And here's some more cool stuff she wrote and doodled. All very cool. Oh, trying out my new pens. This is great paper to doodle on. They should sell this smooth stuff. I'm sure they do sell this stuff. They just don't tell you exactly what this is, so you gotta like go and buy one of everything and figure out what it is, I suppose. Yeah. No, this is cool. This is a cool way to do things. Just like a bunch of doodles sprinkled together with little comments and stuff. Thank you, Jean, or whatever your name is. Sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. Names are difficult, and it's that they're difficult because they're people's names. And names are important. Anyways, let's go on to the next one here. This one's from Lucian. Big one. It says, Peter, excited to finally send something your way. A while back you commented a smiley face on an Instagram picture about you that I put up. Thank you for being a great inspiration. Drawing without thinking is doing me well, and your voice and words of wisdom are great to listen to when drawing. I have a question. Do you get concerned if a piece seems too simple? It's a problem I've been having, thinking my art is too simple. I really hope you enjoy the art here as I enjoy yours. Lucian. P.S. Bio aspiring artist and musician, 15 years old. See, he has a cool drawing at the bottom of this. I like it a lot. It's like a cool, like, I guess it's like water and a coastline or a bank there. It's cool. I like the style. And here's another one. And no, I don't really worry about my my art being too simple or too complicated. Just draw what you feel like drawing. You know, keep adding detail as long as you like adding detail, or leave out as much as you want. A lot of people, you see a lot of drawings these days that, or all the time, what am I trying to say? You can draw a drawing and spend a lot of time putting a lot of work into it, a lot of details, and it still won't be very good. If, like, it can just be boring work, but if you're enjoying yourself, if it's like good art and the lines are good, I don't know, like, detail, it's not about detail and simplicity, or if it's too simple or not simple enough. That's like the wrong thing to be worrying about, really. Just draw, and then, I don't know, stop drawing when you're ready. No piece of art is ever finished. You just stop at a comfortable place. Hope that was helpful. There are lots of pieces of art that people put lots of effort and time into and still don't look good, even though there's tons of detail. And lots of pieces of art that are simple but still look amazing, More is less sometimes. Obviously not with things like, less is more. More is less. Forget about it. Alright, this one's from Wyatt. Dear Peter, my name is Wyatt, and I am 13 years old, living in New York, about an hour north of New York City. I recently discovered your YouTube channel, and have probably already watched every single video. I love your... Oops. Just kicked the camera. I probably discovered your YouTube channel, and... sorry. I love your style of drawing, and it always helps me to watch others when I'm stuck and can't think of what to draw. I've always been quite artistic, but since I've started watching you, I've practically filled up an entire sketchbook. I am particularly fond of your map drawing, so here's a map that I've drawn of a mythical place called Renonia. Thank you for being an inspiration. I hope to see many new videos. You're the best, from Wyatt. And here's a cool map Wyatt drew of Renonia, the land of Renonia. Here we are. See northern Renonia up here, and to the north. Actually, no, the compass rose says north is this way, so northern Renonia is actually to the west, and the Renonian Republic is to the east. Walland, even further west. Sea of Shadows. I would not go swimming there. Here there be monsters, probably. This is the whole Renonian Peninsula, as you can see. And you can see here there's a pebble lake in the middle. It's probably very nice, surrounded by mountains. I don't know if I would visit. I don't really know anything about this place. It could be very violent and dangerous, or it could be nice. I don't even know, so I'd like to know more, is what I'm saying. Well done, Wyatt. It looks very crisp and well done. Very, I don't know, I like it. Definitely makes you, like, it's definitely one of those maps that makes you wonder more about the land and the lore, Here we got another airmail from Francisca in Portugal. Dear Peter, I'm Francisca, a Portuguese girl. I'm a musician, violinist, but I also play other instruments. I like photography, cook, collect postcards around the world, and of course, draw lines. I want to thank you so much for doing these wonderful videos and to show us how to do art with simple lines. I'm not studying art, but when I watch your videos, I feel that making art is not so difficult thing. It's not a difficult thing. We can turn it into an easy thing. Kisses and hugs, Francisca. Thank you. P.S. Who needs some ice cream when it's sad, when we can draw some lines? Good point. I'm not huge on ice cream these days anyways, so I don't know why people, I mean, maybe I see the appeal when the weather is really hot, but when it's not, I don't know how we got into eating really cold things. Like, it makes your mouth cold, like freezes your taste buds. I don't know, I'd rather eat other delicious things that aren't freezing cold. Anyways, thank you for this wonderful letter, Francisco. You can see she drew some nice flowers and stuff here in the corner. Quite lovely. And even on the back of the envelope here, it's an adorable little tree in a box. All the way from Portugal. Small world. Oh. And here, my friends, is a fan mail that isn't actually mail. My sister gave me this bowl in person when she came to visit me here in Chicago. And inside it says, Amy's hero. She said, I don't know, I guess she went and painted this, like one of those pottery places where you can go pick out a thing and paint it. I don't know, I've never been there, but I like it a lot. She says she tried to use some of the techniques she saw in some of my videos. Like you can see here, like some lines, and then like other lines, and then here, see in these two, there's some stippling, like some dots. It's hard to point, and you can't see what you're pointing at. But what I think is hilarious, I really like this one a lot, and this one, but this one is my favorite just because it's funny, because the dots are a little bigger, and because I think it kind of looks like a tongue. Yeah, that's funny. Anyways, I really like this bowl. It's perfect for cereal, and I'm a big fan of cereal. I'm on a big, what am I eating right now? Honey Bunches of Oats with almonds right now. So, yeah. Thank you, Amy. Love you too. It's from my sister. She brought it to me in person, so I sent it to me. What do we have here? This one's from, doesn't say on the outside. From Canada. Oh yeah, this one has, got a boatload of them in here. Where's the letter? Here it is. This one's from Natalie. Hi, Natalie. Hi, Peter. I don't really know how to construct a proper opening statement, so I guess I'll dedicate this sentence to telling you that I love your work and aspire to reach your level of creativity. The stylistic intricacies of your art are amazing. I began drawing with Sharpies about 5 years ago, when I was 11 years old. When she was 11 years old, not me. My ultimate goal for each drawing was to completely fill the page with broad lines, solid colors, and simplistic patterns. At the time, I had fine line pens at hand, but I didn't really know how to utilize them. I stumbled upon your video about how to doodle sometime last year while experiencing artist's block. That video exposed me to a new tier of drawing. Since then, I've been a regular viewer of your videos, and I always leave feeling motivated to continue to draw. Your videos are really calming, and I admire your modesty. Well, thank you. I've experimented with many types of art and mediums in my lifetime, but somehow I always revert back to drawing lines. I'm glad to have found another person on this planet that shares the view that I've always struggled with putting into words. I just like drawing lines. Plain and simple. It's true, yeah. Well put. Since discovering your drawing style, I've been having a hard time drawing in such a small scale. I've sent copies of some of my recent drawings. If you want to, could you offer some critiques/feedback? I find that my drawings end up too dark or the shapes don't fit together properly, as you can see by the myriad of trials I've attached to the letter. Where am I going wrong? Nevertheless, I plan on continuing to draw lines because that's the only real way that I can improve. Plus, it's fun. Keep doing what you do because you sure are great at it. Natalie. Thank you for the very, very kind letter, Natalie. Let's look at some of your drawings. You sent a ton of them, which is awesome. It says, The Trials. I keep on wanting to put stuff down right here, but then I don't want it piling up, looking sloppy. No, I don't want you guys to get the idea that my apartment is sloppy, because the stuff behind the camera, I assure you, it's all very neat. Okay. Let's see. We got some small ones here. So what does she say? She had questions about. She didn't know. It was looking too dark. She didn't know whether her shapes were fitting together well or something. I don't know. It looks like you're having a good time, and that's all that matters. I don't even know how to hold all these up. You know. I've always had a hard time giving people specific advice on how to draw, because I never liked it when people gave me specific advice on how to draw. Anytime someone leaves a comment on one of my videos, like, Peter, you should draw this, or draw that, or draw like this, or try doing this or that, I'm like, shut up, I'm just going to do whatever I want. So it's that's why I always feel hesitant on telling people, hey, try doing this or that. So, I kind of tend toward, vaguer advice. Keep drawing. And I feel like you're going to keep doing that anyways. So, here's two more. These are really cool. I feel like these shapes, you're using weird shapes, and weird shapes are going to fit together weirdly, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. These are cool. Everyone is their own worst critic. I hate almost everything I draw for some reason, and occasionally I do draw something I really like, and then I post it on Instagram or Facebook or something, and it's always the least appreciated thing I post, so art is weird. You can't expect it to go the way you expect it to. Expect the unexpected, and keep drawing. Thank you for the letter and the art. These will definitely look cool up there on the art wall. The FanMail wall. If you guys keep sending me stuff, I'm going to have my whole apartment covered before too long. This one is from Ray. Oh, I think she didn't want me to include this. She said she wanted to be a silent stalker. She did send this cool thing. Oh yeah, it says, at the end of her little card, it says, P.S. No need to share on FanMail video. So, I kind of half shared it. Thank you, Ray. I think you've sent me a couple other things, too. You have, I know you have. And thank you very much. You're a very kind, encouraging person. This one, from Christoph. This one came all the way from Germany. And it's very cool. First of all, let's look at this envelope. here's the front of it, and this is I can tell by feeling it that he literally drew all of this right on the envelope, which is incredible because it looks awesome. You know, I wish I could draw like that. Here's the back. It looks very fun. It looks like something that would go in a coloring book, honestly. I would color it. I even see that he snuck some alien script in there in a couple places. Maybe. Sometimes it's hard to tell. Anyways, isn't that cool? It's cool, trust me. Take my word for it. If you don't think so, you're silly. Anyways, this is a very cool one, because then, boom, this came in like this professional plastic sleeve. Typed up. Here's his business card. There you go. Doodle Designs. doodledesign.de. Here's his letter. Has like a cool thing doodled in the corner there. Very fun. You've got a fun style. It says, "Hi Peter, I'm a big fan of yours." Thank you. I think, yeah, that's a thankable offense, yeah. "Hi Peter, I'm a big fan of yours. I draw my whole life since I can remember. Since early this year, I share my art on Instagram and have already built up a small fan base. I learned a lot from your videos and you have inspired me a lot in each video. I fancy more every day and always try to improve my technique. I hope you like my art and you mention my letter in your fan mail videos. I would like to hear your criticism. My name is Christoph, and I'm 20 years old. I live in the Black Forest in Germany. Incidentally, you have a very soothing voice. One could use to meditate. I will look forward to further videos from you. Keep going. Best regards, Christoph." Thank you, Christoph. He's looking for ways to improve his technique. He wants criticism or something. I don't know. This looks very fun and cool. I love all the motion, and I can tell you had a good time doing it. I don't know. I don't want to say too much about it, except that I like it. I'm always amazed when people send me originals. Much less, like this envelope I own. I'm going to have to, cut along all the edges here and figure out how to, I think I'm going to cut along all the edges so I can put both sides up on the fan mail wall. It's going to be pretty awesome. Thank you, Christoph. Alright, one more here. This one's from Danny in Charlotte, where I used to live. Dear Peter, hi, my name is Danny. D-A-N-I. So I assume it's a girl. Hi, my name is Danny. Hi, I am... sorry. Words. I am 12 years old, and I am from North Carolina. I've been doing art ever since I can remember, and I still love it to this day. I take a lot of inspiration from the things around me, and then incorporate it into my drawings. You have been one of those inspirations. I started watching your videos about a month ago, and have been hooked ever since. I was mesmerized by your drawings, and was shocked at the biggest thing we have in common. We both love lines. I worked very hard on 3 drawings that I wanted you to see. These are copies of the originals, because the originals were very special to me. I totally understand, Danny. I would be hard pressed to part with my originals of anything, even for money at this point. So, no problem. Thank you for sending me what you have sent me. She says, I really hope you like them. I am young, but I am eager to learn. You are an amazing artist, and I strive to have achievements like yours one day. What are some tips you have for me? What kinds of pens do you like? Do you have a favorite kind of art or media? If you could write me back and maybe give me some advice and tips, I would appreciate it so much, and I could never thank you enough. I know you can't send me a drawing because then you would have to send one to everyone, but a letter would be awesome too. And if you want to send me a drawing, I wouldn't tell anyone, so you won't have to send one to all of your fans. Oh, I would hang it in my room and look at it every day. So how old were you when you started art? Are you self-taught? Are you self-taught or did you learn? I'm self-taught. Peter, you are so awesome and your drawings are so cool. I'm asking for your coloring book for Christmas, but an original drawing would warm my heart. I'm not going to nag you about sending me a drawing, but if we could be pen pals, that would rock. If you could give me tips and share some of your art stories with me, and oh my goodness, that would be so cool. Anyway, thanks for taking the time to read my letter. Please write me back because that would be amazing. Sincerely, Danny. Thank you for the wonderful letter, Danny. Let's see, what questions did you have? What kinds of pens do I like? I like the, right now I'm a big fan of the pens with they come down to like a really fine tip. Like for the main bigger part, it has ink in it, but it comes down to a fine tip, and wherever you touch the tip to usually touch it to paper, wherever you touch the tip to paper, ink comes out through the tip and then stays on the paper. So you can gently touch the ink in various places on the paper, and it leaves a mark on the paper, like a line. You can make lines with ink on paper, very precise, wherever you want. The possibilities are endless, wherever you want to apply the ink on the paper. Just, it's crazy to think about, really. It's very cool. She says, what kind, do you have a favorite kind of art or media? Yeah, I think right now I'm pretty solid into pen, like ink drawing, like I was talking about. I have dabbled in a few other things, like wood burning, and I might go back to that at any moment. You never know, stay on your toes. I have dabbled in a few other things, but I like trying to concentrate, She says, how old were you when you started art? I don't know. I mean, I started like this particular style of drawing, like doodling, in high school. I had like a little sketchbook, I kept in my pocket. But I mean, everyone drew when they were little, That was like a major thing everyone did in kindergarten, right? That was like a whole activity period. Let's draw pictures. Everyone, I feel like everyone was like drawing stick figures in houses. And how do people say they can't even draw stick figures when they used to do that? Did they unlearn that? I don't know. Maybe, I know they're probably exaggerating, but still. She says, are you self-taught or did I learn? I learned by self-taughting. I self-taughted myself. Yep. I haven't been to art school or anything. And yeah. Thank you for this wonderful letter, Danny. It warms my heart. And let's look at your drawings here. These are very cool. You can tell you're having a good time with them. Exhibit A. Like this one. This looks like coloring book material too, Exhibit B. And finally this one. Nice. I like them a lot. You draw with confidence. I like that. Yes, thank you, Danny. Say hi to everyone in Charlotte for me. Anyways, that's all I have for today. I'm sorry if I, I believe this might be I'm just pulling this out of thin air, but I think this is the 9th fan mail video. And so if you've sent me something in the past and I didn't read it this time, it's either because you sent it very recently and I haven't gotten it yet, or this is all too confusing because I have no idea when you're watching this video, so whatever. Anyways, I'm sorry if you've sent it to me a long time ago and I haven't posted it in a video yet, because either you sent it to the wrong place, because I move a lot. So try to make sure you send it. Look on my website, okay? That's where the most recent, I'll keep my website, if you like peterjaws.com/contact, that's where my address is. So yeah, I'll probably put it here in an annotation also, but in the future, so if you're watching this in like a year and I've moved, but this still says something, I don't know if I'll remember to update the annotation is the problem. Anyways, this is confusing to think about. Anyways, but I'll be less, here's the problem and the solution. I'll be less likely to lose things in the period between fan mail videos if you guys send me more things. Because then I'll get things quicker and I'll pile up and I'll need to make another fan mail video sooner because I'll have more things, so I won't have as much time to lose them. So yeah, just send me more stuff. That's the easiest solution, honestly. Or I could get a folder and just put stuff in there immediately. Either way. Anyways, I'd like to thank all of you. You're all amazing. Even the people who didn't send anything. Just all my viewers, subscribers, supporters, everyone who's bought one of my coloring books. That is my main way of supporting myself. There's a link to that in the description. Yeah. Thank you all, and see you next time.